Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from this month's sponsor, Ethico.
In the delicate arena of compliance, every conversation matters. Traditional methods can leave callers feeling unheard, but Ethico changes the game. Our empathetic interview technique reshapes compliance calls into powerful, compassionate interactions, ensuring no crucial detail is missed. It's about creating a conversation that matters, that resonates, that makes a difference. Be the change in your compliance approach. See the transformation for yourself at ethico.com/CPN. Book a demo, try our free ROI calculator, and explore the white paper by Tom Fox, The ROI of Compliance.
The Daily Compliance News for Wednesday, June 26, 2024. First up, from the Cyprus Shipping News, a first-time contributor to the Daily Compliance News, has a very interesting article claiming that the Maritime Anti-Corruption Network has gathered firsthand information to map the extent of maritime corruption in the port and maritime sector. And it has found a direct cost of corruption that runs to the amount of $182,300 per shipment. That is in Nigeria, and that it's a pretty damning report showing all of the economic damages of corruption in the shipping industry. I had not heard of this publication before, but if you're in shipping, you might want to take a look at this. This is pretty interesting stuff. Next up, from the Financial Times, Martin Wolf, of all people, in an op-ed piece, and I say of all people because I typically see him talk about economic issues, talks about the lack of honesty in the UK election, which is scheduled for July 4th. I would only add that we can put that in the U.S. as well, given the lies of Donald Trump. And he believes that business as usual is not going to work, that the United Kingdom has to confront the challenges of just lies, particularly from Rishi Sunak. Next up, from the BBC, it reports that U.S. prosecutors have recommended the DOJ bring criminal charges against Boeing. The decision is due by no later than July 7th, and they are one of the first reporting institutions to say that DOJ has made this decision. Now, these may be line prosecutors, and clearly no decision has been announced. If you followed this story, it relates to the DPA signed after the dual crashes of the 737 MAX planes. And the DOJ is going to have to make a very difficult decision on this, but I hadn't seen anyone report that the decision had been, or recommendation had been made. And finally, Hungary and its dodgy leader have opened an investigation into Transparency International to harass the organization because of its negative rating of corruption. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.